Hello, friends in TV land, in the YouTubia. It's like Utopia, but it's not quite as good. We are in SoMATic mat. We are going to start with chairs. So if you have a chair, grab a chair. I also have a set. I have a block and a set of 3-pound weights, which I may or may not use today, but I want to have them on hand. Actually, I am definitely going to use the weights, and I'm going to even get them near my chair so that I can use them from the chair. And let's actually start with the lymphatic flush, because I feel like it's just such an important thing. We'll do it really fast. Rub your hands together. If you ever studied Reiki, this is a great way of getting your energy going, getting a little heat in between your hands. Whether you studied Reiki or not, it's still a great way. Taking your right hand, crossing it over to the left, just above your clavicle, right in here. So we're creating a, we're just inviting the lymph to draw back in. This is like where it starts to return in to reassimilate and then come back out with the blood up here. So one side, then the other side, same thing. I kind of just flat hand it, using my fingers to grab onto my skin and just mobilizing all of that stuff. Relaxing my tongue, relaxing my throat, relaxing my face. So whatever my pattern of being Laura is, I can kind of play around with that. So it doesn't have to be too stuck and rigid. And then I'm coming up into my, just underneath the angle of the jaw, and I'm getting in there. And if I move a little bit towards the back, I can sort of stimulate my vagus nerve as well. So we don't want to do this hard or harsh. You want to feel into what feels good in your system, but be kind of better to be more movement than just a tiny little bit of movement. So get the whole thing going. Relax your neck and tongue, getting a little bit just behind the edge here. So we get a little bit of vagus nerve stimulation, which is going to help us assimilate. Vagus nerve is part of the rest and digest, soothe, and settle. It works with breathing, it works with digestion. So all of that is like metabolic process stuff of us being human. And if we're really amped up and anxious, then we're probably not going to be very parasympathetic. We're not going to be able to process stuff. So that's one reason why we want to get in there. Okay, let's do the K27 points just underneath your collarbones. If we were going to go full force, we'd go in one direction and then try it the other direction. And then switch hands and again, go one direction and then try the other direction. So our lymph is created in our thymus up here. So we're going to give a little thymus thump, and also in our bones, in our bone marrow. So just throwing it all together. All of our body is working together at all times. We can't pull it apart. I mean, we can, but we might not live very long if we really separate things out. And then we're going to take it to the armpit pec area, getting this area, the big lymph nodes in there. Maybe making some sound with that. Getting the vibration of sound into your body. That also, like, exhaling and softening. Change it to the other side. Everyone in my room is muted, so feel free to make noise. If there's no one in your house that you're going to be waking up. Easy, easy, easy in your body. And then coming underneath, so belly button, xiphoid process right in the middle. Oh, yuck. This one just always, my body always goes, oh, do you really have to poke me in there? If I soften from the inside, then I can move a little bit less on the outside and make it more gentle. We're just going to thump under our chest also, just easy thump down there. You can kind of go to the edge and in. Gentle. Shake it all out, let it go. And then into the inguinal fold. Move your butt around. Oh, I had a dream. I had a dream that I was in, I was somewhere where I was like in Morocco or something, dancing. And I was like doing all the stuff. Like when we shake our butt, when we free up this stuff, it's really healthy for us. Dancing is just such a healing thing to do. Take it behind your knees. And especially when we dance in more, it's interesting. You can look at the types of dance that different cultures have. Like I'm thinking of the Irish step dancing where it's super rigid in your body and you're doing all this foot stuff. Okay, that was my horrible bastardization of that dancing. I apologize, but just giving a thing. And then there's like Middle Eastern dance where all this is really free. And then there's ballet where it's like, okay, we're just gonna move a lot for one area, but hardly anything in other areas. All right, behind the knees is done. Shake it all out. All of these things are going to affect us differently. So we want to have like lots of different types of movement. Yeah, add some spirals. Novel movement, novel environments, not just moving in your own living room like I've been doing for 2 years. I try and move around the house sometimes. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it down. Inhale, big deep breath, look up. Exhale, shake it out to come down. 2 more, inhale, open, lift, and exhale, shake, shake, shake. Last one, inhale, lift and open. Exhale, shake, 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 and then take it down. Bend one knee, bend the other, shifting from side to side, softening your spine. Mobilizing your whole back, your whole torso, mobilizing your core mobility, right? Then come in and you can sit down on your chair. Yeah, so in the fitness world, and there's been such an emphasis on core stability that we maybe have lost some of the importance of core mobility. Mobility and stability are something we always want to be balancing. So let's start with circling rib cage, lungs, and heart. Moving the organs, moving your pelvis. Breathing, letting your head free up on top of that. So circling in one direction. Yeah. And then change direction other way. So what are these classes for? They are for health in your body, for working with all of the things, strength, stretching, and just general long-term maintenance of your tissues and your body. Okay, we're going to internally rotate, hollow and curl. I'm turning my feet in, and then externally rotate, arch and open. Internally rotate, closing, externally rotate, opening the front of the body. Exhale. As we close the front of the body, we're opening the back of the body. As we open the front of the body, it's not that we're closing, but it's not as expansive. Exhale, opening up the back. Inhale, opening up the front. Opening up the back body, softening, relax your neck and shoulders. Inhale, arch and open. And then bring this into parallel. And we're going to take it down, rounding your spine, just rolling down. Once you hit the bottom, reach it out and open and arch up. Head drops down, rounding your spine. Reach and lengthen, tail reaching back, head reaching forward, chest opening. Use your breath. It can also be like a couple of breaths per movement, right? Last one, rolling it down, reaching it out, arching and opening. And then let's do a little spiraling. We're going to just look behind. You can push with one hand to take it a little deeper. In case you're wondering, I did study gyrokinesis teacher training. I did do a lot of gyrotonic. But I also have to say, I've done like Kundalini yoga where all of this stuff was in there. So no one owns movement. No combination is really ownable. All right, so let's open up. Let's do a little weight thing. Grab your weights. We're going to open them out to the side and just come to the horizon line and then open it up. Down to the horizon. Inhale, chest and lungs open. Exhale, just going slow. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling the movement of your humerus in your rotator cuff, in your shoulder girdle. And imagining the connection from your fingers through your arms into your heart and lungs. Breathing. 2 more. Last one. And release. And let's get rid of the weights. Just put them down. We're going to do this big, let's just start with side side. Just going side to side to start. And then drawing one elbow under, sort of on my arm, supporting me, but just circling and reaching out through my leg. Taking it off vertical, side side. One more. And then let's spiral, big, spiraling. Spiral and turn in and just take it a little deeper. And then come back through the turned out position, spiral the other way. Use your arms to take it a little deeper. If you can grab onto the back of your chair, I think Saul might have just grabbed the bottom, depending on what you're on. Going back and forth, seeing what's behind you. And if you have a window anywhere as you're making your pass from side to side, let yourself take in the environment around you. Good. Now we're going to kind of mix it all together. So I have to think about it for 1 second, how it starts. I think it starts with a side stretch. Yeah, and then it circles down and comes up. Oh, hold this way. It goes this way. Circle down, up and back, and then spiral and pick up the back leg, look towards your toes. Serve the sandwiches to all your friends, starting with a side stretch. Up and over, hand comes down, then hand comes up and back, and spiral around, open it out, serving the sandwiches to all your friends. Side stretch, turn, dip your fingers in the water, bring it back up, arch, lift and open, spiraling around, serving the sandwiches. Hello, everybody, have some sandwiches. So yeah, sideways, and then you turn, drop it down, surrender, lift up, open, spiral around and twist, serving the sandwiches. Starting sideways, sideways, turn it, surrender down, bring it up, take it back, and spiral, pick up the back leg, open it up, sideways, turning to the floor, scooping up and back, and twisting, opening it out. One more time each side, sideways, soften down to the floor, come up and back, take it around, open it out. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is sort of Isadora Duncan for me. I mean, I know she was like up running around doing things, but I feel like here, this part right now, this is my Isadora Duncan moment. And then I spiral, I'll look at, that's kind of, yeah, some kind of modern dancey thing, but also kind of like, I feel like we're the reliefs on art. Up and back, here's the Isadora Greek revival moment, spiral and twist, gets maybe a little more African, and then we open up. Let's do it one more time. Sideways, see if you can feel it. Take it down, surrender, and let go. Up and open, and spiral, look towards your back leg, open it up. Good, and relax. Shake it all out. I don't know. Those are my associations with those things. I don't know. Well, I know why, because I've seen like the image of like, I don't know if it's what dance company it is, but it's like, this is like this very strong, like athletic image, which I don't know whose thing it is, but the Isadora Duncan thing, like all that Greek stuff, freezes, and like the FR the freeze that is art, not cold. Okay, we're gonna grab onto our chair, circling the legs out and around. Let's go flex, point, open out, bring it in. Flex, point, open out, bring it in. Flex, point, open, in, flex, point, open. I'm flexing as I come in. Flex, point, open. In, last one, flex, point, open, and in. Yeah, pretty rip-offy of Julio Horvath's ideas from gyrokinesis. So thank you, Julio, circle again. Just release your spine, release your chest. Ha. Let it go. And let's come on to, I'm just going to turn my chair like this and come onto my hands. So I'm like in a cat-cow possibility here with my hands and feet and just freeing up my spine. Freedom with the spine. I'm actually going to share music. Take one little break. I'll talk through this also. Sharing sound. I'm going to use an Anthony song. So Tonus Maximus song, but this is just give us some inspiration for our movement. To find some more freedom in our spines, and then we can lift one leg or one arm at a time. How's the volume? Can you hear it? Yeah, so free movement in your spine. If you feel like you need to stand up, fine, go ahead, do it. So listening into your own body to do what you need. Finding freedom and mobility through your spine, head to tail. And you can also play with opening an arm. Let yourself open an arm here and there. Let yourself, yeah, shift it so that you get a big spiral there. And you can also go with a leg too, letting a leg free up. Just seeing what's possible. You can play with tippy toes and plies, so getting your ankles and feet to wake up. Try to do things that feel new, like play around, try novelty. Breathing. You can also try bearing weight on your arms as you're in your Great. That is our only song. Now we can put our chairs away. No more dancing. We're gonna go down and do some more stuff on our mats. Yeah, if you want to find new things to do, you know, grab a chair and just find new ways of interacting with the chair. We've done a lot of let's just do easy circles just for a second, just to get anything that hasn't come out in the back and the hips to open up. Taking your time, go as slow or as quickly as you need to go. Yeah, when I'm in this cross-legged position doing this, I get some really different releasing in my back than when I'm sitting in a chair. It's very different. So I feel like for me, this is one of the things that really releases the back of my hips and my lower back more than anything else. When you're ready, change it to the other side. Yeah, there's that massive, like, big bandy connective tissue coming into your low back. And in that same area, all this nerve is coming out from your spine. All of these nerves down your legs. There's a lot of stuff going on back there. Ah, nice. Yeah, you can just hang out and release for a second. Soften the spine, soften the inner body, soften the outer body, soften the layers of you. Deep layers, surface layers. Just breathe into it and let it go. Yeah, nice. And then let's take it down onto the floor and just shift this slightly. We had a whole like kiddie play school all morning, which involved I got to cut some of their nails, which is like, I hate it. It's torture for everyone. But if I do it while I'm playing with them and just grab them and do a couple snips, it works. It's the nail cutting is a 1 or 2 toes at a time situation. It's not like all 10 toes or all 10 nails. I used to be able to do it with my cats, and I can do it with Gaylord. He's a good plonker. He doesn't fight it. But these guys are like, what are you doing to me? All right, big circles, up and out, down and in. I'm gonna point up and then flex and open. Oh, I'm on a nice creaky part of my floor. That's gonna drive me insane. I think all parts of my floor in here are creaky. Beauty of an old house. That's a little better. Last one. Arms and legs up to the ceiling. Shake, shake, shake. Release your spine. And then open wide with your feet, knees bent, internally rotating one leg at a time. Breathing into it. If you want to hook and take it a little deeper and just hang out there, go for it. Feeling into the sensations in your body. Yeah, so interoception is when we feel what's happening inside our body. So we're tuning into that. And then release. Pick up your butt, give it a little shake, let your spine realign itself. And let's grab our weights again and get your block nearby. We're going to do the circles with the weights. So I'm going to go pigeon-toed and knock-kneed, holding my weights, and I'm going to circle around. Inhaling as my arms are over my head, and exhaling as I come up. So I'm letting my ribcage and lungs really move as I'm doing this practice. And I'm finding the creaky floor again. Change direction. Exhale up, inhale down. Last one. Good. And then come in. Let's open our arms out and just do, let's bring them. So you're going to bring them up and then just bend your elbows towards your shoulders, lift it up, open it out, bring it up, or bending your hands. Elbows are staying pointed to the ceiling. So this is not really a tricep exercise. We're just getting some movement, some stabilizing in that arm. Opening out, bringing it in, bending your elbows, reaching them up. Open wide, bring it together, bend and stretch. If this hurts, try it with no weights. In and out, open, close, bend, stretch, open, close, bend, stretch, open, close, bend, stretch, open, close, and bend. And I have to say, like, the way that I feel this exercise isn't so much about building a whole lot of strength. It's more about getting the fascia in my body to move in these different patterns and open up my chest and lungs. So from that, let's take a, yes, very nice. Let's take your block. You may want a pillow for this also. I'm going to stick my block right behind my, basically where my bra strap is. So it could be like this. This is probably the best way. This is kind of a flatter block, so I don't need a pillow behind my head. But if you do, get yourself a pillow. We're just trying to open up the tissue in the front of the chest and lungs, open up the diaphragm, so it's right under here. Big breathing. Think of filling up all this space in the front of your body and taking your breath down into your belly. It's kind of hard to bring the breath down to your belly in this arch. Maybe play with the different places. Like if I breathe into my belly, I can't fill this up as much. If I breathe into rib cage, lungs, and heart, I get more movement there. So play back and forth with that, right? Feel into yourself, interoception, feeling where the breath is going in your body, inviting the tissue in the front of your body to soften and open. Maybe taking a wriggle with your spine if that feels good. Wriggling and adjusting in a, not in a like uncomfortable way, but in a flowy way, fluid body. And then we can come off of that and just settle into the floor for a second. Let's roll from side to side. First I say one thing and then I do another. So either just hanging out and settling into the floor for a couple of breaths, if that's what your body needs, or rolling from side to side, if that's what your body needs. Soften, easy body, melting. So if I really try to just pour myself from side to side, very relaxed, then my neck and shoulders can relax a lot more and I can keep my head on the floor as I do this roll. So softening and releasing. You're training your body to let go, training yourself to move into this more parasympathetic state. Letting go, melting. And then let's come back in. Beautiful. Let it go. Soft and easy. Grab your block, stick it in between your knees. Parallel feet. Feet the same distance apart as your block. So I have my block in this way, sort of the, not the long way, not the narrow way, but the wide way. And I'm going to lift. And let's go with circles. And in these circles, you can let your pelvis be very free flow. So we're not trying to stabilize how the bones are relating to the floor. Let them move. Let that circle be very circular or even free flow movement, just moving around and feeling the relationship of your pelvis to your legs, to your torso, feeling the movement of all of that. And then try it with stabilizing. So stabilize so that your hip bones are equidistant from the floor at all times and feel the difference of that. For people who are incredibly hypermobile, sometimes finding the stability is really important. But I think culturally, pretty much everybody is a little too uptight and overpacked. So yeah, maybe you need to release it a little bit, give it more freedom, freedom in the pelvis. And then release and come down. And let's go with the happy baby pose. Free flow in your baby, wiggle around, let it go. Rolling, babiness. Oh, soften and melt. Good. And then let's do one more. This is kind of a harder one. So what we're going to do, you're going to walk your feet kind of farther away. If you start to cramp or anything, just feel free to come down. And you're going to lift up. Then you're going to walk your feet a little further away. You're going to flex your feet and you're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Pushing into your heels, trying to keep your pelvis high. Lift, and then we're going to change it. Let's come down for a second. So hamstrings should be getting a little bit warmer. Shake them out. It's almost the same, but instead it's going to be reach it down and then bring it up. Reach it down, bring it up. Reach it down, bring it up. Reach it down, bring it up. So the further away that your heels are from your butt in that bend, maybe you'll be working your hamstrings a little bit more there. You can put your hands right in there and just feel how is it going. Out, in, out, in, out, in. And now put your feet down on the floor. Come down one more time. Let's do easy knee drops just to release. So we're using a spiral as a recuperation from that sagittal movement. And then we're going to come back up. Last one, your feet are again far away from you, but your feet are on the floor. You're going to lift your pelvis up, feet as far away as feels comfortable without your feet popping off, and pull forward and backward. So, oh, hello, hamstrings. Almost immediately start to cramp. So that's because I'm using them and I'm probably dehydrated. When I have coffee and not enough water, sometimes I get a little dehydrated. So pulling forward and backward. Do it like maybe 8 to 10 times and then release and come down and just shake it out. Rotate your legs in and out also. So you're really freeing up the tissue in your legs, freeing up your hamstrings. Shakety, shake, shake, shake. And let's do it one last time. So sliding those heels out, lifting your pelvis up. This time I'll count, pulling forward and backward. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Drop it down. Take the legs up, shake, shake, shake. And then go ahead and stretch. Happy baby, soften and release. Breathe into it. Opening up. Free flow in your spine. The river of the spine, free and alive and moving. And then everything outside of that, all of those little intervertebral muscles, your erector spinae, your psoas, all your organs, easy, lots of space inside. And let's just flip and do a couple more things and then we'll be done, because I know since we did all that chair stuff, it changed our time. So let's come on to hands and knees. Let's just do a roll through. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in so that it doesn't fall off. And then costume orientation, downward dog, bending one knee, bending the other. And then lifting your heels high, scoop your belly in, round your spine, roll it forward into your plank. Once you get into your plank, just push your head forward, push your heels back, breathing into it. And then drop your head, push with your arms, scoop your belly up, lift your tails at the ceiling, and then lower your heels. Heels lift high, round your spine, roll it all the way forward. This time, open your feet a little wider. We're going to circle the pelvis down towards the floor and up to the ceiling. Circling, using your breath. And other way. Head drops, roll it up, take it back to your dog, One more time, walking through. And then come into your heels high, roll it forward, come into your plank again, and lower yourself to the floor. Coming all the way down. Bend your knees, let your legs fall from side to side. Relax and melt. Breathe into it. Then come into Superman. Inhale, opposite arm to leg, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale. And then let's go with the whole thing lifting up. Let's lift and open into an X, bring it back into Superman and lower. Up, open out, bring it in, down, up, out, in, down, two more, up, out, in, down, last one, up and out. Connect your hands to next to your chest, arch and open, and then take your tail back. Soften and surrender, let go, shift from side to side, release, easy spine, juicy body. And then just take a couple of deep breaths in stillness. Filling up the whole container of your body with your breath. Imagining deep cellular breathing. And then we'll take it forward. And we're going to do just a set of 10 tricep push-ups. So elbows into your sides, knees. I'm going to do it with knees on the floor. Do it however it feels good to you. Off we go. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Figure eights with the hands opening and closing. Breathing. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest. Open up. And release and soften. Come back to neutral. And one more time, chest opening. If it doesn't feel good to drop your head back, don't do it. But if it feels okay, go for it. And then release. And last thing, we'll do some leg stuff from all fours and then we'll stretch. Stretch our hips, taking one leg out behind you, up to the ceiling, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in, come up onto your hands and knees, moving your leg out to the side, up and down, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it in. Let's do just the twist to release your butt. Twisting, rolling slowly from side to side, letting it massage out. Tissue spiraling, massaging through your butt as you roll across it. Breathe. Last one. Good. And then let's come up and let's do knee over knee. So it could be with one bottom, your bottom leg can be straight or folded under, whatever feels good to you. Sinking. Oh, my bottom knee is like, what are you doing? Circles with your, yeah. So feel free, you can take a block and stick it anywhere you need it, or a pillow or anything you got. Yeah. If you need support, feel free to find some. Yes, there you go. Easy circles. Soften your inner body. Invite any kind of tension, any kind of trouble, anything that you feel you can release to melt away. Just invite your body to get easier inside. Change direction. Soften. Inner body easy. And then taking it forward and down. Surrender into it. Melt. Breathe. Growing and shrinking with the breath. Deep cellular breathing. Letting go. And then coming up, opening it out. Stretch towards your top leg. Shoulders and neck easy. Up and over the top, stretch the other way. Inhale up, spiraling to one direction. And then spiraling the other way. And then coming in and unscrambling, shaking it out, giving it a chance to readjust. Rotate in and out, and then switch it to the other side. So I've been taking these early morning walks, first thing in the morning. Now, since just the end of, like, around Christmas, I started. And now I wake up just around dawn every morning. I wake up somewhere between 6:30 and 7:30 every morning. I usually am like going to bed around 10:30 or 11. I'm sleeping better than I've slept before for a long time. And thank you, Andrew Huberman, for emphasizing the importance of getting up and getting out and moving forward in space in the daylight as the sun is coming up. And I've also lost some pounds, like 2 or 3 pounds, which for a 52-year-old menopause person, that's a big deal, right? Not that I didn't need to lose weight. I'm already thin. I do a lot of working out, but it's interesting because that's the only thing that, like, I've changed in my working out situation is having that morning walk. And I can go just up the hill and come back, or I can go for a couple of miles. It's really, the only key is that I get out of the house first thing. Good. Coming up, opening it out, stretch towards your top leg. I totally lost track of what we were doing, like circles. I hope you stretch forward, whatever. And then other side. Inhale, lift and spiral. And then spiraling the other way. And then come back into center, unscramble and bang it out, let it go. Yeah, so that out the door into the daylight, I so highly recommend it. I feel like it's what, I mean, we were made to walk. And when I lived in the city, I did used to get up and go out early, often walking because the subway is far away, you know, but it's different to do it intentionally and just be out looking around, bringing, you know, waking up to the day like it's your friend. Let's slide our heels underneath and take it into a forward fold. Yeah, seeing the sun or the clouds or whatever it is, and just seeing the changes of the weather and the season, you know, on the ground in real time, in person. It's beautiful. I have such a different relationship with it. And I've always loved being outside, but now I feel like, it's like it's my friend being outside. I'm here with my friend. And or my many friends, the birds, the trees, and then come in and roll it all the way up. And this morning there were some geese up there. I actually took a video of them, which I will post somewhere, honking and flying in their formation, which was actually just a long diagonal line. Inhale, lift, and exhale. And I've seen eagles. I've seen lots of different raptors. I've seen foxes, a skunk, tons of deer, even some humans and dogs. Our neighbor has a bulldog named Bam Bam that I just met for the first time. So that was pretty special. All right, TV Land, please like and subscribe. And I also have a Patreon with a million different possibilities for subscription. So feel free to support the content. For the love of God, for the love of Goddess.